What made you want to work at CATRA?
I've always enjoyed outdoor work and working with people, so when I saw and learned about CATRA, I immediately jumped at the chance, and actually I began by volunteering here, which was a huge, just a great thing.
So when did you start?
About 4 years ago, actually about 4.5 years ago now.
4.5 years ago. Okay, and so how long did you volunteer before you started working?
I volunteered for about 2.5 years, and actually I don't work per se for CATRA. I do some contracting work for them with their blog and their social media, kind of like they need to bring in professionals to shoe the horses and different things. I do some contracting work for them.
Perfect. And is there something unique about horses that allow them to help children and riders with disabilities more so than other animals?
There is, and that's a great question. There are a number of things, and probably the first one that springs to mind is that horses can be ridden. Horses, all equine, can be ridden, and particularly for individuals who are in wheelchairs and maybe have been all of their lives, it's the first opportunity that they get on the back of a horse to experience what walking is like. A horse simulates the walking that many of us who aren't in wheelchairs are used to, and it simulates for them what it's like and helps to build muscle tone in the muscles that we take for granted.
What types of improvements do you see in riders as they spend time at CATRA? Specifically, how do you see changes in their self-esteem?
Good question. The riders are willing to try new things. They learn confidence, they learn that they're able to do things they didn't expect to, so they're willing to take yet another step forward and to try new things and feel good about it, to share it with people.
And do you think more awareness can be spread to educate people that animals can be used as more than just pets or something fun to play with, and they could be used beneficial, how they are here, in a beneficial way to help children with disabilities?
Yes, definitely. There is more and more literature out there that supports animal-assisted therapy and equine-assisted therapy. I think even more studies are in order and could be extremely helpful to get the word out there and to show people the positive aspects of animal-assisted therapy.
Do you know when animal-assisted therapy first started, or how long it's been going on for?
Well, actually, if you look back at way back into history, there were Greeks used it, used hippotherapy, which is what equine-assisted therapy or therapeutic riding used to be called. They used it to treat a variety of illnesses. And even in American history, you can look back during the Revolution and see folks like Benjamin Franklin talking about the health aspects of riding a horse.
Oh wow, so it has been around for a while.
It's been around for quite some time. More specifically, in the mid to late 60s, it really kind of took off, particularly in Europe and Canada, and then traveled into the United States. So it became even more popular during that time.
And finally, would you say that individuals who come to CATRA are able to walk away with a new and improved outlook on life?
Very much so. Their outlook and beliefs about the future and about themselves are strengthened many, many times. They learn new skills, learn new abilities, and feel really positive about themselves.
And do young riders even come back later in life as volunteers? Does that ever happen? Or?
All the time. Young riders come back as volunteers. Even today, I'm sure that there are many volunteers here now who were riders at one time. In fact, we have folks who will both ride and volunteer at the same point in time.
Oh, that's great. So they're very connected with the community.
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time to answer my questions today, and it was great speaking with you.
You're welcome.